Welcome back to your feel-good breakfast show. This is Expresso only on SABC3 on a totally mad Thursday morning. Now, a couple of weeks ago, we were talking about Nokia's Project Come Closer campaign, which is helping people from all walks of life to relive those special moments from old photographs. Now, we were so moved by the campaign's first story of AnnaMarie, who had never met her grandchildren before due to very difficult circumstances. And we are excited to have AnnaMarie with us in studio today to tell us about her story and the special moments behind the scenes. But first, here's a quick recap of that very, very touching story.
Meet AnnaMarie Cronje. She's flying from Johannesburg to Uppington. She thinks she's accompanying her daughter Michelle on a business trip. She doesn't realize she is actually part of Project Come Closer. Now it's time to let AnnaMarie into the secrets.
So I have a bit of a confession. I lied when I told you what we're doing for the trip. Can I tell her the rest?
The other team has travelled to Walvis Bay to fetch Bernice, Bree and Benny, AnnaMarie's daughter and the grandchildren she's never met. Fate, time, circumstance and Nokia Lumia 1020 conspired to bring AnnaMarie the surprise of a lifetime.
There's such a lot of things going on in my mind for the moment, and I don't know how to describe it.
Wow, just watching that video once again just bring absolute tears to my eyes. But we have AnnaMarie in studio together with Paul Strappini, the JWT creative director responsible for putting this video together. Guys, welcome to Expresso. AnnaMarie, I can just imagine how you must have felt that moment. How did you feel when they broke the news initially to you that you're going to meet your grandchildren for the first time?
It was quite a huge surprise and quite a sensitive issue to me. But when I realized what's going to happen, I just couldn't believe it, and I cannot describe how I really feel. No. And I just can't keep on talking about it and can't but really believe that it happened. And I'm just afraid to wake up and realize
it. For a while then.
I lost it completely.
you know, it is such a special campaign because, especially with your story, you know, as a father myself, having a small kid, I know the role that grandparents plays in the role of the grandchildren, and it's so important for them to connect and be together. And throughout this campaign, you were able to connect with them for the first time. But Paul, like I said, it's such a touching moment. The emotion must have spilled over to the crew as well.
Yeah, and it was incredible. I mean, you know, this was not a TV commercial where you just go into a studio location and shoot. I mean, by the time we got to the reunion, we'd been traveling together for 2 or 3 days, eating together, staying in hotels together and talk. So we got to know each other, you know.
Yeah.
And I think by the time the reunion happened, we all felt like extremely invested in the story, you know, and privileged to be a part of it, to be honest.
Exactly, because it really is such a feel-good story. AnnaMarie, that reunion moment, the video, that's where it kind of leads to the end. And what was that moment like when you saw your grandchildren running towards you?
Fabulous, fantastic. I couldn't believe it really came true. I just wanted to run and grab them and everything. But,
which you did.
And we grabbed them. I just, the love from them and just overflown and everything.
Amazing.
And it was just
amazing.
And yes, I had to sort of keep my tears behind also. But I just want to cry. I want to enjoy my
You're
life.
make me cry now. I'm starting to tear up here. I mean, it was really, really special. But there were so many moments, I'm sure. I mean, you had to edit this video, Paul. So many other moments behind the scenes. What were some of those special moments that we didn't get to see in the video?
I think the best for me was when we let AnnaMarie know the reason she was there. And if you watch the video, you can actually hear me in the background. I couldn't shut up. I was laughing, and it was such an emotional moment, you know. And up till that time, we'd had to keep the secret. You know, AnnaMarie just thought she
must have been tough, eh?
Very tough, yeah. I'm a talker, you know.
Yeah.
It was difficult to not spill the beans.
But AnnaMarie, it all came together. It worked out perfectly. Are you now in constant contact with the grandchildren? When are you seeing them again?
I'm basically in daily contact with them, but we're planning to see them for my birthday, which is in May. Yeah.
That's fantastic. Now, Paul, let's talk a bit about the hardware that you've used to shoot this video, because it's absolutely amazing. The Nokia Lumia 1020, and the whole thing was filmed on the phone.
Yeah, not a single shot that isn't filmed on that phone. An amazing piece of equipment. I mean, camera crews are pretty, you know, hardcore about their equipment, as you guys know.
Well, yeah.
And the exec producer, when we got back, said a very telling thing, I think, that he said when we left to begin the shoot, we were calling it the phone. And he said, when we got back, we were calling it the camera.
Yeah.
As if it was a professional
Yeah.
piece of equipment. And I mean, you can see in the video, when you watch the video, I mean, the vistas, I think it's incredible. Incredible piece of
I mean,
kit.
it's brilliant, sharp display, and I mean, it
Beautiful,
made that,
yeah.
it just gave us such a nice feel to the video. Now, the project Come Closer is far from over. This is the first one that we saw now. The second one you've just finished.
Just came back from shooting that yesterday, 5 exhausting days in Lesotho, but also an amazing journey. So the next story is about a young street skater from Joburg called Sachaba, very at home skating through the traffic of downtown Johannesburg. But his family come from Lesotho, and he was raised as a child there for a few years. And he's become kind of very disconnected from that part of himself, that kind of idyllic, very different world that he was raised in as a child. So this is very much more a personal journey, and it's about taking Sachaba back to Lesotho and letting him reconnect with his younger self and his heritage, you know, and where his family comes from. It was also a very beautiful and moving.
Well, we can't wait to see that one. Thank you so much for the hard work that you put in and getting these heartfelt stories out there to the public of South Africa. AnnaMarie, I'm so glad that through the Nokia project Come Closer, you were able to reunite with your family. It's such a touching story, man. But keep your eye out on this campaign because it is absolutely so special and amazing. We'll put all the details on our website, expressoshow.com. Check it out right there. Right now, though, over to some more madness. The pillow fights continue.